Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Phoenix Christian High School. A battle of 2A firepower offenses here between the Phoenix Christian Cougars and the Phoenix Country Day Eagles. James Poovey from the JV Sports Show coming to you live here on the JV Sports Show YouTube page. So glad you joined us here this evening. We're about a minute away from tip-off for this 2A matchup. Let's talk about the coaches here. Coach Sean Newland in his 5th season with the Phoenix Country Day Eagles. They are an overall record of 10-5, 3-0 in the section. The Phoenix Christian Cougars, coached by Tara Poovey, overall record 13-5. They are 4-1 in their section. We're just about ready to get going here. We'll turn it over here very shortly to our PA announcer, Keith Baker, for tonight's starting lineups.
Good, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to PC's Cougar Gymnasium and tonight's 2A Freedom matchup featuring the Eagles of Phoenix Country Day and your Phoenix Christian Cougars. Before we meet tonight's starting lineups, we would ask that you please rise if you are able and join as we are led in a word of prayer by PC sophomore Jalen Ross. Following the prayer, please remain standing for the presentation of our national anthem.
Bow your heads and pray with me, please. Lord, thank you so much for bringing us out here. You're so good. Each and every day I pray that there are no injuries. Thank you so much for bringing PCDS here safely. I pray that we all have fun tonight, and may it be a good game in your name. Amen.
Thank you. Now let's meet tonight's starting lineups. Beginning first of all for head coach Sean Newland and the Phoenix Country Day Eagles. Please welcome number 10, Nara Kaibara. Number 11, Jaden Jones. Number 12, Natalie Lewis. Number 14, Neve Campbell. And number 23, Sonia Mittal. Here are the starters for your Phoenix Christian Cougars and head coach Tara Poovey. Number 2, Gali Rivero. Number 5, Nancy Felix. Number 10, Henrietta Camara. Number 13, Malia Town. And number 22, Ainsley Ebert.
Special thanks to our public address announcer, Keith Baker, also the athletic director here at Phoenix Christian High School. We are about ready to get things going here between the Phoenix Country Day Eagles and your Phoenix Christian home Cougars. So glad you joined us here this evening on the JV Sports Show YouTube page. A special privilege for myself here in the broadcasting arena for about 4 to 5 years now. This is the first time I've ever been able to broadcast one of my wife's game. So very pleased to be here this evening alongside my color analyst, Greg Jones. How are you doing this evening, sir?
Absolutely fantastic today. Absolutely fantastic.
Great to have you on board here with us this evening for this broadcast. PC and PCDS. We'll see if we can keep those acronyms straight here this evening, huh?
Yeah, it's going to be kind of
Should be a tongue twister here as we go along.
All right. This is exciting. Ready to get this thing started.
Ainsley Ebert, number 22, and number 11, Jaden Jones, will tip it up here to get things going from Phoenix Christian High School. The Eagles win the jump. Move it around to the far side. They fire away right away and hit one. It's number 14, Neve Campbell. Her first bucket of the day. Henrietta Kamara now for the Cougars. She drives the lane off the window, no good. Ainsley Ebert, number 22, with the rebound and a traveling violation on Phoenix Christian. So number 10 will inbound for Phoenix Country Day, Nara Kaibera. Just inside the first quarter here from Phoenix Christian, it's 3-0 PCDS early in the ballgame. They move it around now. A traveling violation, turnover now for PCDS. Number 23, Sonia Middle with the turnover. 7 minutes and 30 seconds remaining here. Both teams looking to settle down here, Mr. Jones, early in the ballgame.
Definitely. Got some butterflies going here. They're a little amped up, so hopefully they'll settle down and start getting into their offense.
Golly Rivero with the shot and the foul. So she's going to go to the line. That foul assessed to number 12, Natalie Lewis, her first team foul for Phoenix Country Day. Golly Rivero to the line for Phoenix Christian, and she'll shoot 2. Score correction, it's 2-0 Eagles now.
Oh.
Make that 2-1 Eagles after the good free throw there from Golly Rivero. Rivero misses on the second one. Rebound by Phoenix Country Day's Sonia Middle. So now the Eagles will take it across the midcourt stripe. It's Nara Kaibera. She moves it around to Neve Campbell. Back to Kaibera. Kaibera looks to take it inside, kicks it back out. On the far perimeter now between the circles, it's the Eagles. On the near corner, a 3-ball, no good. The shot attempt by Nara Kaibera. And that one is out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix Christian basketball. We got a little cheer warning there on the sideline there. Mr. Jones, what do you think about that?
Well, they got to make room because this side of the court there is a little close.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a narrow baseline there on the, I believe that's the east end of the gymnasium.
Correct.
Shot up and no good there for Phoenix Country Day. Rebounded by number 2, Golly Rivero. She'll bring it up the floor for Phoenix Christian. She finds a hole in the middle. It's Malia Town up and in. A nice assist there from Golly Rivero and a nice job on the basket there from number 13, Malia Town. 3-2 Cougars now here with 5 minutes, or excuse me, make that 6 minutes and 30 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. They move it to the inside and a foul. Number 11 taking it to the hole for the Eagles. It was Jaden Jones. Foul is going to be assessed to number 22, Ainsley Ebert. That's her first team foul for Phoenix Christian, and that'll send Jaden Jones to the line. She'll shoot 2. Tight one here early in the ballgame. Greg?
Definitely. These girls are, they're amped up for this. Both
First one
teams are
up and
working
in
on it.
for Jaden Jones. 3 apiece here. That one off the front of the rim and trickles in for another good one. 4-3 Eagles now here. 6 minutes, 23 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Golly Rivero to Henrietta Kamara, over to Malia Town. They try to work it inside to Ainsley Ebert. Back out to Rivero. She tries to dribble inside. Nothing doing there. Nice defense on for the Eagles right now. Henrietta Kamara runs the lane.
Floater.
A little floater, no good. Out of bounds, but it will stay with Phoenix Christian. Henrietta Kamara now to inbound it for the Cougars. They get it into Golly Rivero. She immediately drives the lane. Switches hands, no good, off the window. Rebound that time, number 14, Neve Campbell for the Eagles. And here comes Campbell. They get it inside in a hurry. Off the window, no good. Rebound that time for Phoenix Country Day. From the far corner, it's up and in for three. Number 14 with the shot. That's Neve Campbell.
That was a nice shot.
That was a great shot there.
All net on that.
PCDS extends their lead now 7-3 over Phoenix Christian. Ainsley Ebert now backs her down, and a traveling violation on the Cougars. Checking in now to the Phoenix Christian lineup, number 20, Alanis Jamerson, the 5'10" senior. Number 5, Nancy Felix, will have a seat. 7-3 Eagles here in the first quarter. 5 minutes, 20 seconds remaining in the first. That one turned over. Number 11, Jaden Jones, couldn't grab the handle just quick enough there before that one trickled out of bounds. Golly Rivera will inbound for the Cougars. Special thanks to Greg Jones, our color analyst / producer, as well as our camera operator today, Ben Consalvo.
Yeah, he's doing a fantastic job.
Bringing you the pictures from high atop the Crow's Nest here at Phoenix Christian. Jamerson works the ball inside. It's stolen by Phoenix Country Day. They bring it up the far side. And a traveling violation, number 12, Natalie Lewis, with the turnover there for the Eagles.
She had a few steps there, a few steps.
So now Atlantis Jamerson will inbound it for the Cougars. 7-3 Eagles with 5 minutes remaining here in quarter number one. Henrietta Kamara sets up the play for Phoenix Christian. Zone defense on now for PCDS. Once again, Phoenix Country Day coming in with an overall record of 10-5. The Cougars are 13-5 on the season. That one nearly escapes, but Golly Rivero able to recover. As they try to set up another play here with 4.5 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Backdoor that time, Malia Town from Golly Rivero. A beautiful assist that time.
Fantastic.
7-5 Eagles. And it looks like it's going to be a blocking foul. That one on number 13, Malia Town. Second team foul for Phoenix Christian, and the Eagles will inbound from the far side. Nara Kaibera will bring it across the time stripe for Phoenix Country Day. They work it around to Jones. And a hole in the defense there exposed by number 12, Natalie Lewis, and a foul. Foul assessor number 22, Ainsley Ebert. That'll be her second. Third team foul for the Cougars. 7-5 Eagles here, 3:58 remaining in the first quarter. So glad you joined us here this evening on the JV Sports Show YouTube channel. A little 2A Metro basketball here for you. Offensive foul is the call. That'll be assessed to number 14, Neve Campbell, her first. Henrietta for Phoenix Christian. Golly Rivero bringing it up the floor. 3:51 remaining here in the first quarter. 7-5 Eagles. Kamara works it around. Jamerson from long range, no good. Rebound, Golly Rivero. She swings it around, and there's a foul.
Hey, this game is very physical. These girls are really getting after it right now.
They are indeed. Foul assessment number 12, Natalie Lewis, her second. That'll send Golly Rivero to the line for the Cougs. 3 minutes and 39 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. First one up and in, nothing but net for Golly Rivero. She could tie it up with this one right here, Mr. Jones.
Sure can. Here we go. Ooh,
It's in there. 7 apiece now. We are knotted up here at Phoenix Christian High School. Full court pressure on now for PC. Country Day trying to break the press unsuccessfully. Golly Rivero with a steal. Aided there by Henrietta Kamara. The ball is off the rim, no good. Second attempt, no good as well. And a hold. Foul assessed to number 13, Malia Town. That is her first. PCDS now will inbound it. 3:24 remaining here in the first quarter. Press on once again here for the Cougs. Alandis Jamerson knifing through there. She tipped it out of bounds, but it'll stay in possession of Phoenix Country Day. Nearly stolen again that time by Jamerson on the far side. Heavy traffic there for number 12, Natalie Lewis. But somehow the Eagles are able to get through the press and up and in for number 11, Jaden Jones. That was a nice bit of team basketball right there. Ainsley Ebert now controls for the Cougars. She makes a little spin move there through the lane, up and no good. Rebounded there by Malia Town. Her attempt no good as well, and it's rebounded by Nara Kybera for the Phoenix Country Day Eagles. 2:35 remaining here in the first quarter. The Eagles now swinging it around the perimeter, trying to find a hole in the middle somewhere. Both of these defenses today, Greg, not allowing a whole lot of penetration so far.
No, they're very good. Very good. They're playing a great zone defense right now. Oh.
Off the window, no good. The attempt there by number 12, Natalie Lewis. Gali Rivera with the rebound for Phoenix Christian. She dribbles in front of the broadcast table here. Kicks it over to Ainsley Ebert. Up and in for the three. Ainsley Ebert for 3 points. 10-9 Cougs now. They lead with just under 2 minutes remaining here in quarter number one. The Eagles looking to drive. They swing it around. The shot attempt off the rim, no good for Leah Schroeder. Rebound that time by number 13, Malia Town for Phoenix Christian. Up the floor and nobody home. 10-9 Cougs. 1:38 remaining here in quarter number one. Nara Kybera brings the ball up for Phoenix Country Day. Swings it over to Leah Schroeder. Back to Kybera. She dribbles between the circles. Henrietta Kamara glued to her on defense for Phoenix Christian. A nice job dribbling through traffic there for number 12, Natalie Lewis. And a hard rebound and a traveling violation right there. Boy, I tell you what, Greg, that is the toughest call in sports. How do you penalize someone for hustling after the basketball? They make one flinch move and it's travel.
Yeah. Well,
toughest call in sports. 10-9 Cougs, stolen by the Eagles. Nearly stolen that time by the Cougars as well. They kick it out. A minute remaining here in the first quarter. Ball is up and in for three. Nara Kybera from long range for the Eagles. Malia Town now brings it across half court over to Ainsley Ebert. Gali Rivera now controls for Phoenix Christian. 45 seconds remain. A nice look on the inside there to Kamara. The layup, no good. A jump ball.
It's getting a little testy down there.
A little chippy, as they say, right? That jump ball, fortunately for Phoenix Christian, will stay on the end of the Cougars. Checking in now for Phoenix Christian, number 21, Aurora Grimwade, the 5'5" freshman who, let me tell you what, she can get after it. Kamara inbounds to Rivero. 40 seconds remain. Rivero drives the lane and gets it to go for two. 12 apiece here in quarter number one. A great ball game so far this evening from Phoenix Christian High School. The Eagles swinging around the perimeter. Number 10, Kybara. They get it over now to Sonia Middle. Kybara back to middle on the far side now. It's Jaden Jones. Jaden Jones going to put it up off the window. No good. Rebound that time once again. Malia Town doing a great job on the boards today for Phoenix Christian. Gali Rivero gets it over to Henrietta Kamara. Back to Town. Back to Rivero. She puts it up off the window. No good. And that's the end of our first quarter. Our score, Phoenix Christian 12, Phoenix Country Day 12. We'll be right back here on the JV Sports Show YouTube page. You're watching 2A basketball. We'll be right back to Phoenix Christian after this.
Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. Angel Dentistry is where my wife and I have gone for the past 10 years and can't think of going anywhere else. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and practiced in the Valley nearly 20 years. Dr. Angel and her staff strive to provide excellent customer service from the moment you call the office to the time you leave with a smile. From general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008 and ask about the JV Sports Special, a free to-go whitened tray. With or without insurance, she will work with you. Off Cave Creek Road, north of the 101 in Phoenix, Angel Dentistry, trusted partner of the JV Sports Show.
Welcome back to Phoenix Christian High School. About ready for our second quarter of action here. It's 12 apiece between Phoenix Christian and Phoenix Country Day. Special thanks to Athletic Director Keith Baker, head coaches Tara Poovey and Mark Carlino for having us out today. A special one-off broadcast here on the JV Sports Show. A little 2A high school basketball. Don't forget we got the fellas coming up next around 7:30 local time. They'll be the nightcap here this evening. That should be a good one as well.
Oh, definitely.
Definitely going to be a good one.
See these guys go after it.
Oh, they get after it, don't they?
Yep.
Talk about pushing the pace. The guys know how to do that real quick. So Phoenix Country Day now will inbound it. Kaibara controls for the Eagles. Middle now. Back over to Jones. Jones tries to get it inside. It's stolen by Henrietta Kamara. Kamara brings it across quickly for the Cougars. Kamara setting up the play for Phoenix Christian over to Gali Rivero. Ainsley Ebert setting the screen, trying to get it inside to Ebert. It's batted away that time by number 23, Sonia Middle. Checking into the Eagles lineup now, it's number 1, Mira Kaibara. Excuse me. 7:27 remaining here in the first half from Phoenix Christian. Kamara over to Ainsley Ebert on the far wing. Now back between the circles. Kamara getting the instructions from Coach Poovey. Here comes Ebert, looking for a place to land that basketball. Malia Town now back to Kamara. Good defense on now for Phoenix Country Day. That one batted away as well as the Cougars try to get inside to Ainsley Ebert. Tipped out of bounds by Phoenix Country Day. It'll stay with the Cougars. 6:58 here in the second quarter. We're knotted at 12 apiece. Rivero controls now. They get it inside to Ainsley Ebert. She tries to back him down. Dishes it off to Malia Town. Off the window and in. Nice job seeing the floor that time for Ainsley Ebert and dishing to an open Malia Town. 14-12 Cougars. 6:42 remaining here in the first half. The Eagles moving it around right now. Leah Schroeder with the basketball. They get it over to Kaibara. Out on the far wing now, it's number 12, Natalie Lewis. Back over to Kaibara, back to Lewis. Once again, good defense on here this afternoon from both these teams. The shot is up. No good. Rebound that time, number 1, Mira Kaibara. And she is fouled. Foul assessed to number 2, Gali Rivero. That is her first. 5th team foul for Phoenix Christian. That'll send number 1, Mira Kaibara, to the line for the Eagles. We hope you're enjoying the broadcast this evening. Make sure and take a moment when you can to minimize that full screen. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button on there, and you'll be notified anytime we go live on the JV Sports Show YouTube channel. First one up and in for number 1, Mira Kaibara. 14-13 Cougars now. One more to go. Second one good as well for Kaibara. Once again, we're knotted up at 14 apiece. Just over 6 minutes remaining here in the first half from Phoenix Christian. It's Gali Rivero. Gets it over to Kamara. Tries to find Ainsley Ebert cutting through, and it's turned over by the Cougars. Phoenix Country Day now bringing it across the half-court line. It's Nara Kaibera. Natalie Lewis now back to number 10, Kaibera. Kaibera with the suffocating defense put on by Henrietta Kamara. Kamara nearly rebounds it. Ainsley Ebert in the middle of the lane with a jump ball, and it'll go to Phoenix Christian. 14-14 now, 5:44 remaining here in the first half. Gali Rivero now gets the inbound over to Malia Town, back to Ainsley Ebert. They cross the half-court line to Kamara. It's Gali Rivero now. She works the perimeter, gets it over to Kamara. Jamerson tries to set a screen in the middle and does. Gali Rivero now sets it up once again for Phoenix Christian. Drives the lane, the right hand, no good. Rebound at that time, number 12, Natalie Lewis for the Eagles, and she's going to bring it up the floor in a hurry. Dishes it off that time, a beautiful play. Number 23, Sonia Middle with the basket and the assist from Natalie Lewis. So now the lead change again, 16-14 Eagles. Ainsley Ebert down the lane that time. Jamerson cutting to the basket, and Ainsley Ebert just misses the pass. 4:59 remaining here in the second quarter. 16-14 Phoenix Country Day. They work it around. The three ball up and no good. The shot attempt that time for Michaela Dravitz. 16-14 Eagles as Ainsley Ebert inbounds for Phoenix Christian. Kamara now with the basketball. Near the three-point line, back to Ebert. Jamerson now in the near corner. That one tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with Phoenix Christian. Checking into the Cougars lineup now, it's number 5, Nancy Felix, along with number 21, Aurora Grimwade. 16-14 Eagles. Ebert to inbound it now for PC. Rivero now at the top of the key. Kicks it back out to Grimwade, over to Ebert, and she put her foot down a little too quickly there, traveling for Aurora Grimwade. Phoenix Country Day now checking into the Eagles lineup. It's number 3, Isha Narwani. Eagles on top right now, 16-14, 4:25 remaining here in the first half. This has been a good one so far, Greg.
It definitely has been. It definitely has been. And these girls are battling right now. It's a tight game.
Number 3 with a shot attempt there, Isha Narwani. Look, her foot might have been on the line, but nonetheless, it was no good. Ball out of bounds on the far side now. Phoenix Christian to inbound it with 4:11 remaining here in the first half. A 2-point ball game. Phoenix Country Day 16 and Phoenix Christian 14. Ebert controls on the far side, gets it over to Gali Rivero. A nice job seeing the floor by Rivero, gets it to the open Malia Town, and who can't get it to go. They turn it over, and now Phoenix Country Day brings it back the other way, leading by 2. The top of the key now, it's Kaibera. Tries to get it over to Natalie Lewis, and she is fouled. That foul is on number 13, Malia Town, her second. Number 12, Natalie Lewis, inbounds for the Eagles. They get it right to the rim in a hurry. A nice job on that play. Number 10, Nara Kaibera with the score for Phoenix Country Day. They extend their lead to 4 here, 18-14, 3.5 minutes remaining here in the first half. Rivero cross court, tries to get it to Nancy Felix. It's stolen, but it's stolen back immediately by Aurora Grimwade. Black 4 is the call. Number 4, Michaela Dravitz with the foul for Phoenix Country Day. Checking into the lineup for the Eagles, number 20, Leah Schroeder. Ainsley Ebert inbounds for Phoenix Christian. 3:20 remaining here in the first half. 18-14 Eagles. Ebert surveys the court. Tries to penetrate, has to kick it back out to Gali Rivero. Rivero with an open lane, she hits the Jets and off the window and count the basket. Gali Rivero with an open lane. She accelerated immediately without hesitation and drove to the rim.
Well, that was a nice layup, nice layup.
Number 20 with the foul for Phoenix Country Day. That's Leah Schroeder. That's her first. Gali Rivero now to the line to shoot. 3:04 remaining here in the first half. That one up and in for Gali Rivero, completing the three-point play for the 5'6" sophomore guard for Coach Poovey and the Cougs. 18-17 Eagles. Turnover in the middle that time. They tried to get it to Sonia Middle, but a nice job there by number 21, Aurora Grimwade. And she has really made a mark this season for Phoenix Christian women's basketball. Gali Rivero now tries to find the cutting Malia Town for two. A nice assist there for Gali Rivero and a beautiful basket off the window for Malia Town. 19-18 Cougars now. 2.5 remaining here in the first half. A nice pull-up jumper there for number 23, Sonia Middle. And now our lead changes once again. 20-19 Eagles. Back and forth. A little seesaw for us there, Mr. Jones.
This is a battle going on.
It is.
These girls are really getting
Grimwade tries to get it inside to Ainsley Ebert. Ball is kicked. It'll stay with Phoenix Christian. Checking back in for the Eagles, number 14, Neve Campbell. 2019 Eagles, just over 2 minutes remaining. That ball nearly stolen away that time, number 4, Michaela Dravitz. A nice hustle play there for the sophomore. Off of Dravitz, Phoenix Christian ball, Malia Town to inbound. Ainsley Ebert pulls the trigger, and the three ball up and in for Ainsley Ebert. Cougs now extending their lead 22-20. And she stepped over the inline that time. Turnover. Can the Cougars capitalize? Once again, Malia Town to inbound the basketball. 1:52 remaining here in the first half. They get it over to Gali Rivero. She pulls the trigger on the three. No good. Rebounded there by number 11, Jaden Jones. And now Isha Narwani brings it up for the Eagles. In the far corner, they work it around now between the circles. It's number 14, Neve Campbell, and she is fouled on the floor. Foul assessed to number 21, Aurora Grimwade. That's her first. Coach Poovey coaches up the 5'5" freshman as number 14, Neve Campbell, goes to the line for Phoenix Country Day. That one is up and in for Campbell. So she completes the three-point play. And now the Eagles trail by one, 22-21. One more shot now for Campbell. She can tie it up right here. Timeout on the floor. Full timeout, so we'll take the timeout with them. You're watching 2A basketball here on the JV Sports Show YouTube channel. We'll be right back to Phoenix Christian High School after this.
Sal's is synonymous with the best New York-style pizza hands down in the East Valley. My favorites are the lasagna pizza and grandma pizza topped with meatballs and olives. With family dinner specials every day of the year and lunch specials till 3, you can't go wrong with anything that Sal and his friendly staff serves you. Sal's Gilbert Pizza, located on the southwest corner of Gilbert Road and Warner in Gilbert. Open from 10:30 till 9 Sunday through Thursday and 10 p.m. Friday and Saturday. Closed Monday. GilbertPizzaAZ.com. Sal's Gilbert Pizza, proud partner of the JV Sports Show.
Welcome back to Phoenix Christian. Our score, 22-22. We're knotted up 22 apiece here, Phoenix Christian and Phoenix Country Day. 1 minute, 37 seconds remaining here in the first half. Boy, a tight ball game here. Two really good defenses on display here, Greg.
Oh, fantastic. These girls are outstanding on both ends of the court. They're working hard. This is going to go down to the wire. Watch.
Phoenix Christian now inbounds with 1:35 remaining as Gali Rivero brings it up across the emblazoned logo on the brand new court here at Phoenix Christian High School, just installed before last basketball season. Inside now, they get it to Nancy Felix. She nearly saves it on the end line, but it goes out of bounds. Turnover now, and number 14, Neve Campbell, will inbound for PCDS. 22-22. They move it around on the far wing now. Number 14, Neve Campbell, looks to penetrate. Now between the circles, it's number 4, Michaela Dravitz. Dribbling down the baseline that time is number 11, Jaden Jones. Ball out of bounds, Cougar basketball. Just under a minute remaining here in the first half, 22-22. A tightly contested ball game here from Phoenix Christian tonight. Don't forget, we got the guys coming up next, right about 7:30 local time, right here on the JV Sports Show YouTube channel. Inside to Angel Ebert, no good, it's blocked. Nice defensive effort there for number 1, Mira Kaibera, and she's fouled. Foul on number 21, Aurora Grimway, that's her second. Checking into the Luke Cougars lineup now, number 10, Henrietta Kamara. Number 1, Mira Kaibera to the line for the Eagles. Mr. Jones, your first half analysis, sir.
Well, this is definitely two teams that are going at it. They're very good defenses. It's going to be interesting how this plays out.
Out of bounds, it'll stay with the Eagles. 33.4 ticks remain on the clock, 22 apiece. Now checking in for the Eagles, number 10, Nara Kaibera, and number 12, Natalie Lewis. The Eagles inbound it. 30 seconds remaining here in the first half. They dribble between the circles. It's Kaibera over to Natalie Lewis. Back to 23 middle. Fires a shot. It's Nara Kaibera. No good. Rebound Cougars. Gali Rivero brings it up. 15 seconds remain. 10 seconds remaining here in the first half. Rivero with a block on the inside. A nice block, Sonia middle. And just like that, the Cougars get it back. Gali Rivero fires the three. No good. And that's how the first half ends. Our score, 22-22, Phoenix Christian and Phoenix Country Day. Thanks for joining us here this evening on the JV Sports Show YouTube channel. Halftime festivities coming up next. We'll step aside here and take a break. We'll be right back with the second half after this. You're watching 2A basketball here on the JV Sports Show YouTube channel. Back to Phoenix Christian after this.
Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. Angel Dentistry is where my wife and I have gone for the past 10 years and can't think of going anywhere else. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and practiced in the Valley nearly 20 years. Dr. Angel and her staff strive to provide excellent customer service from the moment you call the office to the time you leave with a smile. From general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008 and ask about the JV Sports Special, a free to-go whitened tray. With or without insurance, she will work with you. Off Cave Creek Road, north of the 101 in Phoenix, Angel Dentistry, trusted partner of the JV Sports Show.
At Great American Title, your peace of mind is our highest priority. A real estate transaction can be a complicated and overwhelming process. Let us simplify it for you. With our comprehensive list of escrow and title services, we can facilitate any transaction. With branches across the valley and more on the way, Great American Title is big enough to know and small enough to care. Contact Tricia Shipley at 623-760-5866 or visit their website at azgat.com. Great American Title, proud partners of the JV Sports Show.
Hey, all you business owners. Vince here from the JV Sports Show. Are you a fan of junior college and small college sports? Want to reach an established and growing sports radio listening audience both locally and abroad? Partner up with the JV Sports Show. We can help promote your business while you help support exclusive coverage of junior college, NAIA, NC2A Division II and III sports. Check us out at www.jvsportshow.com and let us show you the benefits of partnering up with James and I on the JV Sports Show.
Long Realty is the go-to for all your real estate needs. Local buyer looking in the West Valley? Call our trusted partners at Long. Out-of-state friends looking for a home in the beautiful Valley of the Sun? Call Long. Selling? Call Long, and they'll make your home long gone. Call 623-584-5384 and mention the JV Sports Show to get a free market analysis. Long Realty, located in beautiful Surprise, Arizona on Grand Avenue. Sal's is synonymous with the best New York-style pizza hands down in the East Valley. My favorites are the lasagna pizza and grandma pizza topped with meatballs and olives. With family dinner specials every day of the year and lunch specials till 3, you can't go wrong with anything that Sal and his friendly staff serves you. Sal's Gilbert Pizza, located on the southwest corner of Gilbert Road and Warner in Gilbert. Open from 10:30 till 9 Sunday through Thursday and 10 p.m. Friday and Saturday. Closed Monday. GilbertPizzaAZ.com. Sal's Gilbert Pizza, proud partner of the JV Sports Show. Anna and Keith started Stessa Movement Company 2 years ago with their customers' clothing styles in mind. They designed for you. Their goal is to clothe the world. It's high-end clothing at affordable prices. Check out and follow this cool streetwear clothing company on Twitter at Stessa Movement and Instagram at Stessa Co. I wear Stessa gear in our broadcasts. It looks and feels great. Sponsoring the Stessa JV Sports Show Player of the Week Award and proud partners of the JV Sports Show. Stessa Movement Company. Stessa spelled S-T-E-S-A for style. Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. Angel Dentistry is where my wife and I have gone for the past 10 years and can't think of going anywhere else. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and practiced in the Valley nearly 20 years. Dr. Angel and her staff strive to provide excellent customer service from the moment you call the office to the time you leave with a smile. From general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008 and ask about the JV Sports Special, a free to-go whitened tray. With or without insurance, she will work with you. Off Cave Creek Road, north of the 101 in Phoenix, Angel Dentistry, trusted partner of the JV Sports Show.
At Great American Title, your peace of mind is our highest priority. A real estate transaction can be a complicated and overwhelming process. Let us simplify it for you. With our comprehensive list of escrow and title services, we can facilitate any transaction. With branches across the valley and more on the way, Great American Title is big enough to know and small enough to care. Contact Tricia Shipley at 623-760-5866 or visit their website at azgat.com. Great American Title, proud partners of the JV Sports Show.
Welcome back to Phoenix Christian High School. We're knotted at 22 apiece. Just over a minute remaining here before the second half. It's been a great one so far this evening from Phoenix Christian High School, Greg. Both these teams playing tight. You know, a bunch of lead changes in that first half, back and forth, back and forth.
Oh, they exchanging shot for shot. It has just been, fantastic to watch these girls play.
Yeah, it's
Fantastic.
been a good evening of basketball so far. Don't forget, we got the guys coming up right after this one,
yeah.
about 7:30 p.m., and we'll turn it up a few notches.
Oh, yeah, I can't wait
Yes,
for
sir.
that. Can't wait for that.
Too quick to even run the replay is what I'm hearing.
Well,
So glad you joined us here this evening on the JV Sports Show YouTube page. Make sure and click that subscribe button, and you'll get an alert anytime we go live. As you can see, we like to cover a lot of things here. A special shout out to my partner, Vince DeLisio, who's on special assignment this evening and unable to join us here from Phoenix Christian, but we have a more than suitable fill-in in Greg Jones.
Vince is irreplaceable. Let me just say that. I'm missing Vince because I love it because it keeps me honest. He makes my life easier. He's actually amazing.
Well, he'll
guy.
be glad to hear that.
I'm
He'll
just saying,
be
he's an
pleased to
amazing
hear
guy.
that.
There's no way you can replace him.
No, you can't. Vince,
All
you're
right.
irreplaceable, pal. We love you. 22 apiece here from Phoenix Christian.
Here we go.
As here we go for quarter number 3. Phoenix Country Day inbounds it. And number 10, Kybera brings it up for the Eagles. They move it around, try to get it inside on that zone defense. Shot up, no good. Rebounded Ainsley Ebert. Golly Rivero now taking it up the court for the Cougars. Off the side of the glass, no good. Rebounded that time for number 11, Jaden Jones of Phoenix Country Day. Country Day works it around. Sonia Middle over to Kybera. That one poked away by Nancy Felix.
Ooh.
Gets on the floor. Nice job on the defensive end there for the Cougars.
An injury.
And we have an injury here. Number 14, the injured player, Neve Campbell. So we'll step aside and take a timeout. You're watching 2A basketball here on the JV Sports Show YouTube channel. Actually, we'll keep it right here. She's up and at 'em in a hurry. Glad to see that there for Phoenix Country Day and Coach Sean Newland. Number 20 now is going to check in Leah Schroeder for the injured Neve Campbell. Campbell a little shaken up on that one. Hope she'll be okay. Back underway here. 7:15 remaining here in the third quarter. 22 apiece from Phoenix Christian High School. Traveling violation on Sonia Middle. Cougars basketball. One too many steps there. Kamara to inbound it. And she will bring it up the floor for the Cougars. Just over 7 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. That one poked away. Nice job there. Number 12.
Hey,
Brings it up here 3D on that, huh? Right up here on the table.
Hey, you're a little quick.
Glad I put the cap on that water. Tell you what. Kamara now gets it into Ainsley Ebert across to Golly Rivero. Tries to find Nancy Felix, but it is intercepted, if you will, by number 20, Leah Schroeder. And here come the Eagles. Schroeder now with the basketball. Kybera now gets it back over the middle. Back to Natalie Lewis now. Kybera to Lewis. Lewis looking for a screen from Kybera. Lewis now tries to get it inside. On the far side, it's Leah Schroeder. That one too hot to handle, and a turnover. Phoenix Christian switching it up a little bit here on the defensive end.
Yeah.
A little trickeration, as we like to say in football.
Yeah, it keeps them guessing right now.
22 apiece here, just over 6 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Kamara over to Gali Rivero. Tries to get it inside, she does, to a waiting Ainsley Ebert. Trying to back down Sonia Middle. It's out of bounds, turnover Cougars, and it's Eagle basketball. 6:01 remaining here in the third quarter. No scoring as of yet here in the second half. Both teams trading body punches right now. That one nearly turned over there and nicely recovered by number 12, Natalie Lewis. She turns around, drives to the basket, gets her own rebound, and puts it back up and in. What a play there. Number 12, Natalie Lewis, the captain for Phoenix Country Day. 24-22 now. Eagles on top of the Cougars. Gali Rivero sets up the play for Phoenix Christian. Looking for a screen from Henrietta Kamara. Rivera directing traffic at the top of the key. Now it's Henrietta Kamara looking for space in the middle there. Nice defense once again by both these teams tonight. Not a whole lot available in the middle. Rivera now finds a lane. She hits the gas, takes it to the hole. It rims out, no good. Out of bounds off of Phoenix Country Day, so it'll stay with the Cougars. Malaya Town now will inbound it for PC. Town gets it into Rivero. Gali Rivero turns and fires, no good. Rebounded that time by Malaya Town. Nancy Felix now over to Ainsley Ebert. And Ebert will dribble it now between the circles for Phoenix Christian. She looks for a screen from Nancy Felix, gets it, kicks it over to Felix, who pulls up for a jumper, no good. Out of bounds, and Eagles basketball. 24-22 Eagles, 4:35 remaining here in the third quarter. So glad you joined us here this evening on the JV Sports Show YouTube page. Channel, I should say. Still a page, isn't it?
Technically it is a page. Last channel.
4.5 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Kybera now over to Natalie Lewis. Back to Kybera. Schroeder now back to Kybera. Schroeder in the near corner. A head fake. She pulls up for a 5-foot jumper, and it's good. 26-22 Eagles. Now they extend their lead to 4 here over the Cougars. Just over 4 minutes remaining as number 33, Hannah Trimbles, prepares to check in for Phoenix Christian. Kamara to Ainsley Ebert. Ebert trying to find some space, gets it over to Rivero, who looks for a screen from Malaya Town. Kamara now controls for PC. Nancy Felix with the basketball now. They work the perimeter. Kamara with the handles. Over to Nancy Felix. She finds a crease in the zone. Up and no good. Rebounded that time by number 20, Leah Schroeder. And here come the Eagles.
Yeah, PC really need that possession.
They did indeed. And now they turn the basketball over. Once again, it'll be Eagles ball. Checking in now the aforementioned 33, Hannah Trimble. 26-22 Eagles, 3:24 remaining here in the third quarter. Kybera now dribbles for the Eagles. Over to Natalie Lewis. Sonia Middle now pulls up for a jumper and hits from just inside the arc. 28-22 now, the Eagles up by 6. And they're starting to pull away here, Greg.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. This is their biggest lead so far in this game.
Gali Rivero now for Phoenix Christian. It's poked away by Natalie Lewis, but recovered there before it goes out of bounds by Henrietta Kamara. Kamara now to Ainsley Ebert. Back to Kamara looking for a shot. She's got a screen from Hannah Trimble, and it's blocked. Number 11, Jaden Jones. She's going to go coast to coast, off the window, and in. 8-point lead now for Phoenix Country Day, 30-22, with 2.5 remaining here in the third quarter. Ainsley Ebert now looking for a lane. Gets a screen from Hannah Trimble. Pulls up, shoots, no good. Out of bounds, and Eagles basketball. Well, Greg, PC unraveling a bit here in the third quarter after a scoreless about first half of the quarter.
Yeah, I was wondering when the coach is going to go ahead and call a timeout. Bring the girls back in.
Maybe stop the bleeding here a little bit. 2 minutes remaining here in the third. Eagles turn it over to the Cougars now. Golly Rivero over to Henrietta Kamara. They try to get it to Ainsley Ebert. It's stolen. Number 23, Sonia Middle, and now here comes Kybera. Back to Middle, off the window, and in.
Yeah, there it is.
And now here is your timeout for Phoenix Christian, 32-22. The Eagles now on top by 10. A minute 49 remaining here in the third quarter. A full timeout on the floor, so we'll take the timeout with them. You're watching the 2A basketball showdown here between Phoenix Country Day and Phoenix Christian. James Poovey alongside my partner Greg Jones. We'll be right back to Phoenix Christian after this.
Keith started Stessa Movement Company 2 years ago with their customers' clothing styles in mind. They designed for you. Their goal is to clothe the world. It's high-end clothing at affordable prices. Check out and follow this cool streetwear clothing company on Twitter at Stessa Movement and Instagram at Stessa Co. I wear Stessa gear in our broadcasts. It looks and feels great. Sponsoring the Stessa JV Sports Show Player of the Week Award and proud partners of the JV Sports Show. Stessa Movement Company. Stessa spelled S-T-E-S-A for style.
Welcome back to Phoenix Christian. The Eagles now pull away here in the third quarter by 10, 32-22. Timeout called by Phoenix Christian head coach Tara Poovey. Tries to get her troops back in line here as the Eagles are up by 10. 149 remaining here in the third quarter. Coming to you live from Phoenix Christian High School here on the JV Sports Show YouTube channel. So glad you joined us here this evening. Don't forget, we got the guys coming up next, 7:30, right about then. 20 minutes from now, maybe a little bit more than that, I would say, honestly, Greg.
Yes, definitely.
Ainsley Ebert now over to Hannah Trimble. Trimble tries to work the ball back inside, back to Golly Rivero. A step around, and it's good for Rivero. She moves right around Jaden Jones. And a nice move under the basket that time for the Cougars and Golly Rivero.
They needed that.
They needed that big time. They need about 6 more of those. Here comes Ainsley Ebert with a steal. She's going to take it the other way, looking for the open man. And she puts it on the floor and dribbles. It's tip ball, turned over. And now here comes Kybera the other way for the Eagles. Sonia Middle, a little contact there near the perimeter. A nice save under the basket that time for number 11, Jaden Jones. Henrietta Kamara now over to Golly Rivero for Phoenix Christian. Up and in for the Cougs. And now a 4-point quick resurgence here for Phoenix Christian. They're trailing now by 6. And they made up 4 points in a hurry there, Greg.
They definitely did. Yeah, they needed that timeout.
25 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. They'll have another one here very shortly. Let's see if they can get 2 more here before the break. Golly Rivero drives to the hoop, and she is fouled. Fouls on number 12, Natalie Lewis. That is her third. That'll send Golly Rivero to the line for Phoenix Christian. Rivero, a reliable free throw shooter this season so far for Phoenix Christian. Checking in now for the Eagles, it's number 4, Michaela Dravitz. First one up and in for Golly Rivero. Second one in as well, and now Phoenix Christian cuts that PCDS lead in half real quick. It's now a 4-point ball game, 32-28 PCDS. Press on now for Phoenix Christian. Ainsley Ebert on the defense. At that time, nearly poked away there by Gali Rivero. A kick ball, and it's going to stay down here with the Eagles. Timeout on the floor. A full timeout called by Coach Sean Newland and the Phoenix Country Day Eagles. So we'll step aside, take the timeout with them. You're watching 2A basketball here on the JV Sports Show YouTube channel. Right back to Phoenix Christian after this.
Long Realty is the go-to for all your real estate needs. Local buyer looking in the West Valley? Call our trusted partners at Long. Out-of-state friends looking for a home in the beautiful Valley of the Sun? Call Long. Selling? Call Long, and they'll make your home long gone. Call 623-584-5384 and mention the JV Sports Show to get a free market analysis. Long Realty, located in beautiful Surprise, Arizona on Grand Avenue.
That horn means we're back. Welcome back to Phoenix Christian High School. Phoenix Country Day on top of Phoenix Christian, 32-28. Eagles got out to an 8-point lead here just a couple minutes ago. Phoenix Christian called the timeout, came back, got 4 of those points back in a hurry. And now 4.3 on the clock as number 20 launches and hits from 3. It's Leah Schroeder, and that's how our third quarter will end. Phoenix Country Day adds 3 to their lead. They lead now 35-28, up by 7 here with the fourth quarter on tap. We'll step aside, take another quick break. We'll be right back to Phoenix Christian High School after this, and we'll wrap up this fourth and quarter.
Great American Title, your peace of mind is our highest priority. A real estate transaction can be a complicated and overwhelming process. Let us simplify it for you. With our comprehensive list of escrow and title services, we can facilitate any transaction. With branches across the valley and more on the way, Great American Title is big enough to know and small enough to care. Contact Tricia Shipley at 623-760-5866 or visit their website at azgat.com. Great American Title, proud partners of the JV Sports Show.
Welcome back to Phoenix Christian High School. Our score, Phoenix Country Day 35, Phoenix Christian 28. 3 quarters in the books, fourth quarter on tap now. Ainsley Ebert, Gali Rivero, Henrietta Kamara, and Hannah Trimble, along with Malia Town on the floor for Phoenix Christian. And starting the fourth quarter for Coach Sean Newland and the Eagles, it'll be number 10, Nara Kaibera, number 23, Sonia Middle, 20, Leah Schroeder, number 4, Kayla Dravitz, and number 1, Mira Kaibera on the floor for the Eagles. Here we go. That one up, no good. Rebounded that time by Country Day. Kaibera controls for the Eagles. They get it over to Kaibera again. She works the baseline. Defense on there by number 33, Hannah Trimble. She steps out. Turnover forced by Trimble. Cougar basketball. 35-28 here as we begin the fourth quarter from Phoenix Christian. Gali Rivero now looks for a screen. Moves her over to Malia Town, who also looks for that screen from Rivero. Over to Henrietta Kamara. Back to Rivero. She's going to drive it in. And she is fouled. Foul is assessed to number 23 for Country Day, Sonia Middle, her first. Gali Rivero now at the line for Phoenix Christian. That one up and in for Gali Rivero. Checking back in now for PCDS, number 12, Natalie Lewis. for number 4, Michaela Dravitz. 35-29. 35-30 now. Eagles over the Cougars. Just over 7 minutes remaining here in regulation. Press, half-court press on now for Phoenix Christian and Coach Tara Poovey. Schroeder to Kybera, to middle, over to Kybera. Natalie Lewis fires away for 3 and hits. 38-30 now, Phoenix Country Day on top of Phoenix Christian. 8-point ball game here. Turn and face there for Gali Rivero, and she is fouled. Foul assessed to number 12, Natalie Lewis. That'll be her 4th. Gali Rivero now once again at the line for Phoenix Christian. First one up and in for Rivero. Checking in now for Country Day, number 14, Neve Campbell. And for the Cougars, it's number 5, Nancy Felix. We are in for a dandy finish here, Greg.
Definitely. I told you it was going to come down the wire with this game.
We are far from done here at Phoenix Christian. That one rims out, no good. Rebound, Hannah Trimble. She puts that one up, no good. Rebound, Nancy Felix now. As she looks to work, gets the ball across court to Ainsley Ebert, who drives and is fouled. A nice take to the rim there for Ebert. Number 23, Sonia Middle on the foul for Phoenix Country. That's her 2nd. And that will send number 22, Ainsley Ebert, the 5'11 junior, to the line. One of the captains here for the Cougars. That one misses for Ebert. Now checking in for Country Day, it's Jaden Jones for number 23, Sonia Middle. (38-31). Just over 6.5 minutes remaining here in regulation. Shot up and in for Ainsley Ebert. 38-33 Eagles. Make that 38-32, excuse me. Loose ball recovered by Ebert. Here come the Cougars. They get it up court in a hurry. Nancy Felix bounce pass, and Kamara is fouled. A nice job seeing the court there for Nancy Felix. Foul assessed to number 20 for Phoenix Country Day, Leah Schroeder. That's her 2nd. Henrietta Kamara now, number 10, to the line for the Cougars. 38-32 our score, 6:20 remaining here in the 4th quarter. That one off the glass, no good. Checking in now for the Eagles, number 4, Michaela Dravitz. For number 20, Leah Schroeder. Second one up and in for Kamara. 38-33, 5-point ball game now here with just over 6 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter. Half-court press now for the Cougars. They move it around. Country Day, a nice ball stolen there, nearly stolen by Gali Rivero, and it is essentially stolen by Rivero. She forces the Eagles turnover, and so now the Cougars will have possession once again. Just over 6 minutes remaining in a 5-point ball game. 38-33 Eagles. Kamara to Ebert, finds a streaking Gali Rivero for the layup. Nicely done there for the Cougars. And now they are roaring back. 38-35, timeout on the floor, called by Phoenix Country Day. It's a full timeout, so we'll take the timeout with them. You're watching 2A girls basketball here on the JV Sports Show YouTube channel. We'll be right back to Phoenix Christian. Don't go anywhere. We're in for a fantastic finish. Right back.
Sal's is synonymous with the best New York-style pizza hands down in the East Valley. My favorites are the lasagna pizza and grandma pizza topped with meatballs and olives. With family dinner specials every day of the year and lunch specials till 3, you can't go wrong with anything that Sal and his friendly staff serves you. Sal's Gilbert Pizza, located on the southwest corner of Gilbert Road and Warner in Gilbert. Open from 10:30 till 9 Sunday through Thursday and 10 p.m. Friday and Saturday. Closed Monday. GilbertPizzaAZ.com. Sal's Gilbert Pizza, proud partner of the JV Sports Show.
(38-35) our score. Welcome back to Phoenix Christian High School. We've got a dandy for you here. Phoenix Country Day up midway through the third quarter by 8. Phoenix Christian coach James Poovey calls a timeout. The Cougars roar back to bring it within 4, and now it's a 3-point ball game. 38-35 Eagles. 5:45 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Kybera over to number 4, Dravitt. She fires away, but she is fouled. Foul assessed to number 22, Ainsley Ebert. That'll be her third. That'll send number 4, Dravitz, to the line for Phoenix Country Day. First one up and in for Dravitz. 39-35 Eagles. 5:41 remaining here in the fourth.
Still a lot of time. Still a lot of time.
Lots of time, lots of timeouts left as well. 3, looks like 4 for Phoenix Christian and 2 for Country Day. Checking into the ball game now for the Eagles is number 23, Sonia Middle. Dravitz makes the second one. Lead is 5 now for the Eagles, 40-35. Here come the Cougars. Henrietta Kamara controls from midcourt. And loses the handle, number 4 with the steal, and a foul. That'll be assessed to number 10, Henrietta Kamara, her second. Foul on the floor, non-shooting foul. Eagles inbound it now, 5:27 remaining here, 40-35 ball game. Country Day on top of Phoenix Christian. Kybera now looks to dribble it back out. They get it out on the far side, launching a 3, no good is number 4, Michaela Dravitz, and here come the Cougars. Golly Rivero now puts the ball on the floor and drives to the hoop. No good, rebounded there by Nancy Felix on the weak side. Ainsley Ebert takes it to the hole, and she is fouled.
Wow,
Hard foul. Great take there for Ebert.
Ebert's blocked a couple of shots this evening already.
Yep, that's right.
Well.
Foul assessed to number 11, Jaden Jones, her first. That'll send number 22, Ainsley Ebert, to the line for Phoenix Christian. 5:03 remaining here. As you mentioned, Greg, plenty of time left in this one. Still could go either way. First one, no good for Ebert. Checking in now once again for the Eagles, number 12, Natalie Lewis, as number 4, Michaela Dravitz will have a seat. Ebert shot up and no good. Nearly rebounded there by Hannah Trimble. Off of Trimble, Eagles basketball. Full court press now for the Cougars. Eagles trying to break the press. They do so. Kybera now down the middle of the lane. She dishes it off to Sonia Middle. A block there for Golly Rivero. Kybera now to number 12, Natalie Lewis. That one forced out of bounds by number 2, Golly Rivero. It'll stay with the Eagles. 4:44 remaining here, a 5-point ball game. 40-35 Country Day. They inbound it to Kybera. She kicks it back out to the middle. It's Middle now over to Natalie Lewis. Back to Kybera. Kybera finds the open number 3, Isha Narwani. driving to the hoop and is fouled. That's number 11, Jaden Jones. Foul on number 33, Hannah Trimble. That's her first. That'll send number 11, Jaden Jones, to the line for Phoenix Country Day. 4.5 minutes remaining here in the fourth. A 5-point ball game. Make that 6. Number 20 checking back in now, Leah Schroeder for the Eagles, and number 13, Malia Town, back into the Cougars lineup for Phoenix Christian. 41-35 Eagles. Up and in for Jaden Jones. 7-point game now. Here come the Cougars. Dolly Rivero controls. Sets up the play, directs traffic near midcourt. Once again, the defenses for both these teams playing really well tonight. Nancy Felix with a shot, no good. Rebounded that time by number 12, Natalie Lewis. Schroeder, far side, Kybera, up and no good. Rebound there by Golly Rivero. Tries to dribble it up the sideline, and she is forced out of bounds. But she's also fouled. Foul assessed to number 10, Nara Kybera. Her first. A non-shooting foul, so Phoenix Christian will inbound it. And we got a 1-and-1. So they'll line up for the free throw attempt. 42-35, 3:52 remaining here in the fourth quarter. At the line for the Cougars, it's number 2, Golly Rivero. First one up and in for Rivero. 6-point ball game now, 42-36 Eagles. Second shot in for Rivero. 3:52 remaining here in the fourth. 42-37 Eagles. Country Day trying to break the press. Ball out of bounds. Stays with Phoenix Country Day. Kybera now tries to bring it across half court. Guarded by Malia Town. She splits the defense. Off the window, no good. Rebound, Ainsley Ebert over to Golly Rivero, who goes up the far sideline now for Phoenix Christian. Tries to get it off the window, no good. Gets her own rebound. No good again. Rebounded that time by Jaden Jones, and here comes the Eagles. Natalie Lewis now controls for Country Day. Kybera over to Schroeder. Schroeder tries to drive the lane, kicks it out to an waiting number 11, Jaden Jones. No good. Rebound Cougars. And here comes PC as Ainsley Ebert controls over to Golly Rivero. Just over 3 minutes remaining here. A 5-point ball game. 42-37 Eagles. Rivero tries to work it inside. It's stolen away by the Eagles. Here comes Natalie Lewis. She's going to take it all the way. And she is fouled. Count the basket. Foul assessed to number 2, Golly Rivero. That's her second. Number 12, Natalie Lewis, now going to shoot it away for the Phoenix Country Day Eagles. First one up and in for Lewis. 45-37, 8-point ball game here. 2 minutes and 50 seconds remain. Ainsley Ebert now controls for Phoenix Christian. Screen from Golly Rivero. She finds a crease and takes it to the hole, and she is fouled. Foul is assessed to number 10, Nara Kybera, her second. That'll send number 22, Ainsley Ebert, to the line for Phoenix Christian. First one, no good for Ainsley Ebert. 14, Neve Campbell, prepares to check in for Country Day. 45-37, 2:35 remaining here in the fourth. Second one up and in for Ainsley Ebert. And Campbell now in for number 20, Leah Schroeder. Country Day inbounds to a full court press. Natalie Lewis breaks the press in a hurry. A nice effort there all the way down the floor for Country Day. Number 23, Sonia Middle, dishes off to Jaden Jones with the assist, up and in for the Eagles. They extend their lead to 9 now, 47-38. Malia Town over to Gali Rivero. Drives, shot up, no good. Once again, Country Day breaks the press. It's off the foot of Ainsley Ebert, and it'll stay Eagles basketball. 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter, 47-38 Eagles. Country Day sets the triangle offense once again. Kybera inbounds. Natalie Lewis now drives the lane, off the window and in. Nice job splitting the defense that time for Country Day. 49-38 Eagles. Rivero over to Kamara. Malia Town. That one partially blocked. Gali Rivero with the rebound, tries to go up and in, no good. Kamara is blocked as well. And number 14 for Country Day, coast to coast, no good. Rebound Ebert. Other way come the Cougars. And they lose the basketball. Eagles ball. 1:24 remaining here. Timeout on the floor. Full timeout is the call. We'll step aside, take the timeout with them. You're watching 2A basketball here on the JV Sports Show YouTube channel. Back to Phoenix Christian in a moment.
Hey, all you business owners. Vince here from the JV Sports Show. Are you a fan of junior college and small college sports? Want to reach an established and growing sports radio listening audience both locally and abroad? Partner up with the JV Sports Show. We can help promote your business while you help support exclusive coverage of junior college, NAIA, NC2A Division II and III sports. Check us out at www.jvsportshow.com and let us show you the benefits of partnering up with James and I on the JV Sports Show.
Welcome back to Phoenix Christian. Our score, Phoenix Country Day 49, Phoenix Christian 38. A minute 24 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Greg, a tight ball game for the majority of the game, but here in this fourth quarter, Country Day has asserted their will, and they are on top by 11 now.
Yeah, PC, they're going to have to do it. They got to make a stop, and they got to capitalize. They got to protect the ball, and they got to score.
Yes, indeed.
This is a tight one. They're going to have to score.
Country Day will inbound it. Sonia Middle will do the duty. She gets it into Natalie Lewis. Dribbles around a guard there by number 2, Gali Rivero. She dishes it off to 11. Jaden Jones puts it up and in for the Eagles. 51-38 now, Country Day. Kamara now on the far wing. She puts it up, no good. Rebound Kamara. And she goes up against number 11, Jaden Jones. The ball stays with Phoenix Christian, 54.4 on the clock. Ball inbounded off of the Eagles. It'll stay once again Cougar basketball. Ainsley Ebert in the far corner to inbound. Gali Rivero from way downtown, somewhere near Chase Field, I want to say. She shot that one.
Yeah, she needed to come up a little closer on that.
Gali Rivero once again tries to drive for the Cougars, and she is denied. Something flied out there.
Yeah, they got to protect the ball, and they got to make their shots.
Foul assessed to number 23, Sonia Middle, her third. That'll send Gali Rivero to the line with 39.8 ticks remaining. and the Cougars trailing by 13. Off the front of the rim, no good. Checking in for the Eagles now, number 4, Michaela Dravitz. Number 1, Mira Kybera will have a seat. Second one up and in for Rivero. The Eagles will inbound once again. Full court press now for Phoenix Christian. They pull it back, and here comes Kybera all the way to the rack. Up and in. Not to be denied. 53-39. Just under 30 seconds remaining here in the ball game. Ainsley Ebert controls now for Phoenix Christian. She drives. It's blocked by Sonia Middle. And the Eagles right away break the press up the court and nearly in. A nice job on the follow there. And that was number 12 trailing nicely. Number 12, Natalie Lewis with the bucket. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 off the window for 3. It's Gali Rivero. And that's how our game will end. Our final here this evening from Phoenix Christian High School, the Phoenix Country Day Eagles 55 and the Phoenix Christian Cougars 44. A great ball game, Greg.
Definitely.
Right up until the fourth quarter there, and then Phoenix Country Day just said, you know what, we're going to take this one and get on out of here with it.
Yeah, I told you it was going to come down to the wire. I knew it was going to come down to the wire. But, I mean, they fought hard. I'm just telling you, this Phoenix Country Day team these girls can play.
They can ball as well, for sure.
They look really good out there. Can't wait to see them, in the tournament.
Yeah, it's going to be great. We'll probably see both these teams in the playoffs. Thanks for joining us here this evening on the JV Sports Show YouTube channel. The girls' game is a wrap. We'll come back here in about 9.5 minutes for the guys. They'll get it going. The fellas right about 7:50. So stay tuned and make sure and subscribe to that JV Sports Show YouTube channel. You get a pop whenever we go live. Thanks again to our producer and color commentator this evening, Greg Jones, and our camera operator, Ben Consalvo. We'll be back here very shortly to Phoenix Christian. Signing off for now. Thank you.